Section 1983 lawsuit, New York wrongful conviction lawsuits, Attorney Andrew M. Stengel. You spent years in a New York prison for something you did not do. The wrong people built a case against you, and now you're out trying to rebuild a life. That kind of harm does not just go away. However, the law gives wrongfully convicted New Yorkers a real path to accountability and monetary damages. Section 1983 lawsuit lets you sue the police, prosecutors, and other government actors who violated your constitutional rights. This post explains how Section 1983 works, what kinds of misconduct it covers, and how a New York wrongful conviction case unfolds. Most importantly, it shows you why the time is to act, what a Section 1983 lawsuit is, and who can file one in New York. Section 1983 is a federal civil rights statute. It comes from 42 U.S.C. Section 1983. Congress passed the statute after the Civil War to give people a way to sue state and local officials who violate their constitutional rights. In plain English, Section 1983 lets you sue government actors who broke the rules. That includes police officers, detectives, corrections officers, and the cities or counties that employ them. Prosecutors can also face liability when they act outside their narrow advocacy role. For wrongfully convicted New Yorkers, Section 1983 reaches a wide range of misconduct. Officers who hid evidence, fabricated reports, coerced confessions, or arrested someone without probable cause can all face Section 1983 liability. Beyond that, the statute reaches policymakers who allowed those practices to continue. In New York, Section 1983 lawsuits live in federal court. Manhattan and Bronx cases go to the Southern District of New York. Meanwhile, Brooklyn, Queens, and Long Island cases go to the Eastern District. Upstate cases go to the Northern or Western districts. As a rule, where the misconduct happened controls where the case belongs. Common constitutional violations behind a New York wrongful conviction. Every wrongful conviction has its own story. Still, certain patterns come up again and again. Here are the constitutional violations that show up most often in Section 1983 lawsuits in New York. First, consider Brady violations. When prosecutors or police hide evidence that could clear a defendant, that conduct violates the 14th Amendment. As a result, courts can overturn the conviction and the door opens to a federal lawsuit. Next, look at fabricated evidence. Officers who manufactured statements, manipulated lineups, or invented forensic findings can face liability under the Due Process Clause. Courts call these claims fabrication of evidence or denial of a fair trial. Additionally, coerced confessions come up often. When detectives use threats, deception, or marathon interrogations to break someone down, the resulting statement can violate the 5th and 14th Amendments. Across New York, this pattern has driven many long-running wrongful conviction cases. Finally, malicious prosecution and false arrest round out the list. These lawsuits target officers who pushed forward without probable cause and kept someone locked up while they did it. Damages you may recover after years behind bars in New York. Money cannot give you back the years. Even so, federal civil rights lawsuits exist to make defendants pay for the harm they cause. Through a Section 1983 lawsuit, you may recover several categories of damages. Compensatory damages cover the concrete losses. Examples include lost wages, lost earning capacity, medical and mental health treatment costs, and the cost of post-release housing and reintegration support. Pain and suffering damages cover the human cost. It includes the years of confinement, the trauma of prosecution, and the loss of relationships. Wrongful convictions also cast a long shadow on every part of life after release. Punitive damages may also reach individual officers when their conduct was malicious or reckless. They do not run against the city or county itself, but they can hit the officers personally. Beyond compensatory and punitive damages, federal civil rights statutes shift attorneys' fees to defendants when you win. Practically, your lawyer's fee comes out of the defendant's pocket, either New York State, the county, or city, not your recovery. Why time matters after release from a New York prison. The clock on a federal section 1983 lawsuit in New York is 3 years. Federal courts borrow New York's general personal injury statute of limitations under CPLR 214. For most wrongful conviction theories, the clock starts running when a court finally overturns a conviction, not when the misconduct happened. Still, 3 years passes faster than people expect. Records get harder to find. Witnesses move, retire, or die. Therefore, the smartest move after exoneration is to talk to a lawyer first. Do this even if you think you have plenty of time. Take the next step with the law firm of Andrew M. Stengel. A wrongful conviction takes years, sometimes decades, away from a person. All of it is real: the harm, the constitutional violations, and your right to your day in federal court. At the law firm of Andrew M. Stengel, PC, we help wrongfully convicted New Yorkers across the state hold the responsible parties accountable. All cases are handled on a contingency fee basis. You pay nothing unless we recover for you. Contact us for a free, completely confidential consultation. Email info@stengellaw.com. For more information, please visit our website, stengellaw.com. Attorney advertising. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.